The Sim World Racing Network presents the All-American Racing. Good evening and welcome to Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan, home of the race number 24 for the All-American Racing League Cup Series. My name is Nathan Christensen. Glad you could join us here on the Sim World Racing Network for the Pure Michigan 240. And again, we are at Michigan International Speedway, 2-mile banked oval. As thanks for joining us. Qualifying is just getting underway, so we will flip over to this screen here that shows us the running order on the screen there. 20 cars tonight with us here at Michigan. So a couple cars already completing their first of 2 laps here this evening. Currently on provisional pole with a 39.437. That is Dave Lafano in his number 8 Assault Motorsports Toyota. Eric Thornton, last week's winner in his number 88 Apex Racing, coming in with a second position currently, as all these guys work on completing their second lap. Curtis Sabrin in third, Jim Hubble in fourth, and Michael Kurdzulek in fifth right now. Riley Hoots completes his first lap. He jumps up to third quick in his number 91. Thornton across the line. He'll better his time, a 39.383 to jump to the pole. Kurdzulek also moved up the board on his attempt. Here's Riley Hoots in the Dr. Pepper machine, headed down the back straightaway on his second of 2 qualifying laps. Through turns 3 and 4, you can see on the left-hand side of your screen both James Nelson, Ken Pack, and Travis Rodriguez jumping up to the board. Peck just missing out on the top 5 as a quick time. A new time at the top of the scoreboard. That is Brendan Mathia on lap number 2. He will move to the top. Riley Hoots improves his starting position. He is up to third with a 39.394. Just as I say that, Alan Bledsoe bumps everyone down one spot as he will jump to the top on the completion of his second lap, a 39.281 for Alan Bledsoe. Few cars left to qualify. We'll see if anyone of them will take the track. 17 cars timed in so far this afternoon. Chad Snyder completing his second lap. He will see if he can improve on his 17th starting position. Unfortunately, no improvement for Chad. We saw Mike Boone jump up there into the 6th spot. So a great qualifying effort for Mike tonight. So 17 cars have completed qualifying, as we still have 1, 2, 3, potentially a handful of cars still yet to qualify. As we have a quick lull here in the action, we're going to see if we can get a word with last week's fixture winner. Just give me 1 sec and we will get him dialed up potentially. Hey Eric, it's Nathan up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, thanks. Just wanted to get a word with you here at the end of qualifying before we get set to go racing. Congrats on the win last week, picking up that first win in the AARL. Just wanted to make sure that we got you on the air tonight as we missed you last week. But congrats and good luck tonight. Hopefully we can talk to you tonight again after in the top three position.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, that was Eric Thornton as he gets set to go 120 laps or 240 miles around the high banked Michigan International Speedway as qualifying wraps up and we get set to go here for, like I mentioned, 120 laps will be the distance tonight. As the field positions themselves on the pit road, just to the left of the start-finish line, as the field will get set to roll here momentarily. And we are going to bring you the starting lineup here for the Pure Michigan 240. You can see the field all lined up nicely there on pit road as we get set here. A couple more seconds before the field will start to roll. Still waiting for one car to join the field. Looks like Travis Rodriguez will get that window net buttoned up and set to go here momentarily. Looks like we have 19 cars on hand tonight. Unfortunately, Dave Hara ran into some computer issues and he will not be able to join us in the race tonight. So Dave Hara will be taking a provisional here for Michigan. As the field starts to roll off a pit lane, we bring you the starting lineup for the Pure Michigan 240 on the front row. Driving the number 42 is Alan Bledsoe. Outside him will be the number 2 of Brendan Mathia. Row number 2 will see last week's winner Eric Thornton go from the inside. Riley Hoots to his outside in the 91. Dave Lafano in that number 8 Toyota will go from the inside of row 3. Mike Boone will be on his outside. Mike Kurgelak will go from row number 4. Outside him, Curtis Sabrin. And then row 10 will see Ken Pack in his 16 and James Nelson in his 75. Jim Hubble and Travis Rodriguez will make up row number 6. Tyrone Yo and Larry Garnes go from row number 7. Beckett Wiggin and Randy Sprouse will go from row number 8. And then Chad Snyder and Kelly Thomas from row number 9. Bringing up the field at the tail end of this one, starting 19th in his number 1 Chevrolet Camaro, will be the Tommy Osborne machine. He will start shotgun on the field, as I mentioned. Dave Hara, unfortunately, some computer issues, unable to make the race tonight. And then Johnny May just comes out and turns some practice laps and then leaves. That is your starting lineup for tonight's event here at Michigan as we get set to go. 120 laps the distance, 240 miles. Names across the top of the screen. You will see the names in green are cars locked into the playoffs, but not locked in are in a playoff position, and then cars in blue are locked in on either points or a win. The field rolls down into the Geico restart zone. The starter waves the green flag, and we are racing in Michigan. 2x2, 2 wide, down into turn number 1. It's going to be Bledsoe on the bottom, Mathia on the top, who will get the better drive through turns 1 and 2. As we head down, Mathia hard into the outside wall. Early trouble for Brendan Mathia in this one. He is going to able to keep it going. He made some contact there with the 20 car of Larry Garnes. Both him and Larry able to go. Keep it going. Tommy Osborne avoids disaster at the back. Looks like Larry Garnes has some front end damage on that machine, but he will continue under green as Brendan Mathia. Early issues for the number 99. Most winningest driver on the season so far. He has everything Joel jacked up in that one. We're going to take a look here and see what happened to Mathia on turn 1 and 2 of lap number 1. Car just gets away from him, gets up into the outside wall, able to keep it up there, bounces off a second time though, and gets into the side of the 20 car as there you see Tommy Osborne making a hard left-hand turn down the back straightaway to avoid that, as Mathia will bring that car down pit road to the attention of his crew. Going to need a fast repair to get that one fixed, but here early in the race as Alan Bledsoe works his way through turns 3 and 4, back down across the line to complete lap number 2. To complete, Bledsoe's the leader. Behind him, Riley Hoots, Eric Thornton, Dave Lurfano, and Curtis Sabrin is your top 5 here early in this one from Michigan. As Brendan Mathia will now lose at least 1 lap because of that accident there on lap number 1. Lots of speed in these cars around this fast 2-mile speedway. Some of the fastest top speeds for the series in this style car here at Michigan. As they work their way off of turn 2. Still single file up front. Hoots in second, looking to chase down the number 42. As a look back from the Gamer Tube Elite. Cam at the battle for third on the track. That is the 88 of Thornton and the 54 of Sabrin off of the turn. We're going to take a step a little further back, and we got a battle there behind Curtis for what is 5th and 6th, as the Kurgelek number 41 will get in front of the Lurfano 8 that time down the front straightaway, move Kurgelek into the top 5. Through turns 3 and 4, good looking Monster Energy Camry of Curtis Sabrin looks to the battle here, but we have a battle for second as Hoots on the inside, on the outside, Thornton way down on the apron on the inside. They go side by side drag race down into turn number 1. So who's able to use the momentum and carry their best speed through the corner, still side by side off of number 2. A little contact there between those two. That's going to get the 88 lose a couple of spots there. He'll drop in line behind the Kurgelek 41 as he will drop to 5th though. Up front it's Alan Bledsoe, Riley Hoots, Curtis Sabrin, Mike Kurgelek, and now the battle for 5th between Eric Thornton and Dave Lurfano right there on your screen. Lurfano will think better of going too wide as he jumps back in line behind the 80 as they cross the line to complete lap number 6 down into turn 1. Now he's going to make an attack move to the bottom, right to the yellow line, see if he can hold it on the corner exit to get a good run on the 88. Not able to get it done. He will fall back up in line. Got to be careful though, as the number 75 there will join the back bumper of the 8 as they head down into turn 3 and 4. Through turns 3 and 4, the field will come at you. This time completing lap number 8. They head back down across the start-finish line. Still Bledsoe up front. Now Kurgelek way down on the bottom to the inside of the 54 Sabrin. Now the Thornton 88 gets a good run around the top. He's going to see if he can get by the 41, but the 41 uses that bottom shorter groove. Gets way loose out of turn number 4. He's going to get it gathered up, but it's going to cost him spots as they head down the back straightaway. Going the wrong way on a one-way highway is that 41 of Kurgelek. The butt kicker number 41 will drop in line behind the Lurfano 8 there, and now drops back up to the back bumper using that top line. Battle right there in front of him developing though as Eric Thornton and James Nelson go at it in the Auto Surf 75 and the Apex Racing number 88. multi-group racing all over this 2-mile Michigan oval as we work down the back straightaway on lap number 9. A few cars a little further back. There's Ken Pack. He holds on to the 8 spot. Right behind him in that 51, the Krusty Burger 51. That is Jim Hubble. And then behind him is the 5 of Michael Boone. Then we have about a 4-second gap back to the second group of cars on the track. That is the 28 of Kelly Thomas holding on to 11th. Right behind him is the 99 Mathia machine, obviously 1 lap down at this point after his lap 1 accident and required repairs. A little further back here, the battle of the purple cars. 4 purple cars, that is. That's the 34. First time starter on the year, that is Beckett Wiggin. Joining us here for his first ever All-American Racing League race. He leads a group of purple cars down the back straightaway. That's Travis Rodriguez there tucked into the middle, and behind him is Wiggins' teammate, the 17 of Randy Sprouse. Joining them in this purple car battle now is the 2 of Tyrone Yo. Outside him is that Marlboro number 1 of Tommy Osborne, who started last on the field, so definitely making his way up through the field here as we work our way to complete lap number 10. A little further back behind them, the 26 of Chad Snyder driving that beautiful Rebellion Graphics Toyota. And then Larry Garnes, who has probably got a little bit of aerodynamic disadvantage after that contact with the Mathia number 99. You can see that right front, is definitely a little out of skew there. Going to cause some drag, more so than he needs on that machine as he works his way through turn 3 and 4. Back up front, though, since the drop of the green, it's been all Alan Bledsoe, and he continues to lead the way here on lap number 12, as now Riley Hoots makes the move to his inside, looking to pull off the pass through turns 1 and 2. Hoots on the bottom. Great run off the top, though, for Bledsoe. They're going to pull even off the turn 2 down the back straightaway. Hoots looks a little bit of a wiggle from Hoots. That's going to open the door for Bledsoe. He's going to slide it up in front there. He's going to have Hoots slide up behind him as they work down into turn number 3. Don't count out the 54. Curtis Sabrin right there knocking on the back door saying, hey, I'm right here. Let's go. We'll jump on board the QFRL roof cam on the Monster Energy Toyota Camry number 54 as we head down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Keep an eye on this battle here, the top 3. Open up a small gap in front of the 88 of Thornton as the cars work down the back straightaway. Bledsoe leads the way by 0.2 of a second over Hoots, Sabrin, Eric Thornton, and Dave Lafano, your top 5 here as we come around to complete 13. Hoots looking to the inside again of Bledsoe, this time down the front straightaway. See if he's got the momentum to carry that line right down into turn number 1. Down into turn 1. Hoots down on the bottom. He's going to drive it in deep. Drift up across the front of the 42. He's going to shut the door on corner. Actually, we have a new leader on the back straightaway. Give the lead to the 91 of Riley Hoots. Work their way into turn 3 and 4. It's still Hoots over Bledsoe now in second. Move Curtis Sabrin there. He's still holding on to third. Lafano and Thornton 4th and 5th. Down across the line, completing lap number 15. Heading towards the completion of lap number 27 and stage 1. Will be the end of stage 1 on lap 27. Take a look a little further back as the field runs out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Great shot of these guys bobbing and weaving there. Serfano, Kurdzlek, and Jim Hubble. A little further back we go as this pack is starting to close the gap between the two groups, as Kelly Thomas still holds on to that 11th spot. Behind him, Tommy Osborne in the Marlboro 1. Beckett Wiggin there in his number 34. Travis Rodriguez right behind him. Work their way out of turn number 4. We'll keep going. A Tyrone Yo there in the battle on between Sprouse and Snyder for 16th and 17th, this time down across the line. Sprouse has got it, but Snyder wants it down into turn number 1. Snyder thinks better of it. It's going to drop up into the line. No, he's going to go right to the bottom this time through turns 1 and 2. See if he can make a move on both Sprouse and Tyrone Yo on the exit of turn 2. Out of turn 2, he gets a big handful of wheel way sideways that time. Gets it corrected and continues on his way, but that's going to lose him a ton of ground to those guys he was just battling with. Up front, though, Riley Hoots continues to lead the way here. As we work our way now, Alan Bledsoe, though, he says, hey, don't forget about me. I led the good portion of the first part of this race. I'm going to see if I can get the lead back. Drives it in deep, drifts up in front of the 91. Can the 91 do the crossover? He tries to do it as they head down the back straightaway. Too wide as they head through turns 3 and 4. Into turn 3 and 4, it's Hoots and Bledsoe door to door as they work their way through the corner, still side by side as they work their way through the middle part of 3. Now Hoots going to slide back up in front of the 42, and the 42 is saying, hey, don't do that. I did was nice to you, but I'm going to go back underneath you as they cross the line. Give the lap to Hoots, but Bledsoe right there on his door. Drag race down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Continues to be the 42-91 battling it out front. Off of the turn, it's going to be Bledsoe and Hoots, but Bledsoe is going to clear him and drive up in front of him as they lead down. He leads down the back straightaway. Teammates in this battle right here between the 42 and the 91. 42 got a little piece of the wall. That's going to open the door and slow the 42 down for the 91 to get back in front of him. He's going to drive up off the bottom and cross that nose, and he is going to be the leader down into turn number 1. We continue under green flag so far this afternoon, working on lap 20 of 120 here from Michigan. Brooklyn, Michigan is the home of the Michigan International Speedway, 2-mile speedway. We'll take a look at the battles a little further back as Ken Pack and Mike Kurgelek go door to door, potentially into turn number 3. Lots of good racing all over the 2-mile track as you see 2 wide battle there in front of them with the Sabrin 54 and the Lurfano 8. Looks like Lurfano is going to get the edge at the line, but don't count out Sabrin on that top groove heading down into turn number 1. Through 1 and 2, still side by side, one on the top, one on the bottom as they work the exit, both headed down the back straightaway. Sabrin going to drop in line behind the Lurfano 8, who's chasing the 88 of Thornton as they head down to turn 3. Turn 3 and back onto the front straightaway. They come, a gaggle of cars out of turn number 4 down, out across the line. Now Ken Peck right up on the back bumper of the 54. Take a look on board the auto serve roof cam. Looking back at Ken Peck, he gives him a little bump and says, hey, let's get going. We got places to be. Ken Peck there, able to drop back, take a little softer entry and get a good run on the exit. He's looking to move to the inside of the Sabrin 54. Can't quite get that done. He's going to drop back in line as they head down the straightaway. Flip cars and take a look out of the front of the Peck machine. If you look at our AARL roof cam, as we got a battle for the lead up front though. Bledsoe and Hoots side by side again through turns 3 and 4 as they come out at 4 down towards the start finish line to complete lap 22. Hoots holding strong on the outside. They hit the back straightaway out of 2. It's still side by side as they work down towards turn 3. 91 able to clear the 42 that time out of turn 3, and they go back single file into turn number 1. GamerTube Elite spoiler cam here, watching these guys go to battle as we look a little further back. Still some great multi-groove racing here through turns 1 and 2 for most of the field. Back down across the line, completing 24 as they work there. Here comes the second half of the field. Down into turn number 1 they go. Gonna be Hoots still continuing to lead in his 91 with a 42. Curtis Sabrin's lost a few spots as he's going the wrong way. Bledsoe now in second, move Eric Thornton up to third. That's Lerfano in fifth, and Ken Pack right there on his inside, looking to get around the Lerfano number 8. Thinking outside. Ken Peck right on the back bumper, looks to make a move potentially to the inside of Lerfano going into turn 1. Drops back a little bit, see if he can get a good run through the middle and apex of turn number 1. Drifts back up behind it, but cuts it back down on exits. Not able to carry. Oh, Lerfano though gets loose. That's going to open the outside as Peck and Kurdzlik look to make that move as they head down the back straightaway. Peck's clear and by as Kurdzlik will go side by side into turn 3 on the outside with Lerfano down on the inside. Come back across the line to start lap 27. Next time across the line, we should see the yellow flag being displayed for the completion of stage number 1. There you can see the gap on the left-hand side of your screen. Mathia, the only car 1 lap down at this point as the battle is on between Lerfano and Ken Pack down the back straightaway. Pack's got the advantage as he looks to the inside potentially of the Thornton number 88 through 3 and 4. It's the difference between third and fourth as they come back out of turn 4 down across the line. That's going to secure an extra playoff or an extra point in the standings for Ken Peck as he'll move up to the 3rd spot. And just like that, the yellow flag is out and we are under the first caution of the Pure Michigan 240 as stage number 1 comes to an end, and the cars will head around and catch the back of the pace car, but winning stage number 1 and his here tonight is Riley Hoots in his number 91. So Riley will bring the field out of turn number 4 back down across the start finish line. He should join the back of the field and see the caution car here momentarily. That is stage victory number 3 for Riley on the season. As you can see there, he picks up the iRacing pace truck. Pit lane should open this time by for the field, so we are going to step away momentarily here while pit stops get completed. We'll be right back to pick up where we left off for the Pure Michigan 240 on the SimWorld Racing Network. And the race off of pit road won by the 42 of Alan Bledsoe, so he's able to gain a position there with that pit stop. Great work by his pit crew. So he's able to get back out in front of the Riley Hoots 91. He will be the control car and the front row inside starting position if he elects the inside. I guess we'll have to wait and see what he does, but for now, it's the 42 of Alan Bledsoe, Riley Hoots in the 91. Ken Peck, Eric Thornton, Michael Kurjulek are there in the top 5. Let these guys get sorted out and lined up, and we will give you the rest of the restart here momentarily. So the rest of the cars cycle off of pit road. A couple cars getting some damage repaired and such. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car, so quickie caution here will bring us back to the green flag next time around. So these guys will double up and we'll be able to get a better look at the restart order. One thing to note, the 99, that is Brendan Mathias back on the lead lap. After that caution, looks like we had an incident under yellow. Let's see if we can see what happened here. Oh, looks like the field checked up and Jim Hubble didn't. Hard contact from the 54 into the back, or from the 51 into the back of the 54. So both those cars will head back down pit road to the attention of their pit crew. We'll take another look at that. So you can see the field slowing here, and Jim Hubble just miscalculated how fast he was going and hit the back of the 54. So he will come out of pit road, join the tail end of the lead of the pack though. On the restart, it's going to be Bledsoe on the inside. Row 2 will be Ken Peck and Eric Thomas. You'll have Kurdzlek and Lurfano. And then we got Tyrone Yo and the Marlboro Man. Number 1, Tommy Osborne. Ken Peck there. Nope, that is Mike Boone and Roundy Strauss in row number 5. Field will roll out of turn number 4 into the Geico restart zone as we get set to start stage number 2. Slowly into the restart zone. Control car is the 42. He will drop the hammer and we are back racing here at Michigan. Great start for the 42, able to clear the 91 and drift up to that top lane on corner entry. Ken Peck will hold on to third. Side by side for fourth. That's Kurtzlek and Thornton. Dave Lurfano sitting back there in, that's fourth and fifth. Lurfano in sixth. A little further back. We got lots of action further back in the pack as we head down the back straightaway. Side by side. 2-3 rows. Deep is Tyrone Lowe. Yo looks to keep it off the outside fence really high there on the entry to 3. We've got 3 wide there on the exit of turn number 4. That is, I believe, that was the 75 to 79, and I believe the 34 of Wigan there. Still good battle here, back forward in the pack up front though. Bledsoe continues to lead the way over Hoots in the battle for second between Thornton and Ken Peck. One car way off to the inside. That is, not exactly sure who that was. That was Chad Snyder. Nope. I don't know who that was. Going way to the inside. We'll have to see if we can get a replay. That was something that did definitely shoot across there. Able to regain it and keep it headed in the right direction though. Up front, Alan Bledsoe though continues to lead the way. Field races down the back straightaway into your living room. Bledsoe, Hoots, Thornton, Kurdzlek there. The top 4. Looks like Ken Peck now dropped back to 5th as they work off of turn number 3. This time it's Kerjelek there challenging on the back of the 88. See if he can make any ground up as they work their way down the front straightaway. Kerjelek gets loose off of turn 2, he regroups and gathers it back up and headed back in the right direction. That'll hit for the back between Rodriguez and Nelson. Osborne and Tyrone Yo. Rodriguez had a good run, but lost a bunch of momentum on the top lane to cycle back around. They're going to go 3 wide down into turn 1. That's Osborne on the outside. He thinks better of that. Is the 75 and the 79 though. Get clear and they'll drop to the bottom as they both work their way through turn 1 and 2. Nelson now gets the inside of Tyrone Yo. He's going to clear the 2 down the back straight. He's going to bring the 79 and the 1 with him as they work into turn number 3. Osborne right down to the bottom. Off of the bottom as he works his way through 3 and 4. Still battling side by side with Rodriguez in the 79. Up front continues to be the Bledsoe 42 leading the way on lap number 38. We work towards the stage 2 end, which is at the completion of lap 72. This time down the back straightaway, does Hoots have a chance to make room? Not quite yet. He's going to tuck back into line and he's going to follow the into turn number 3. Top 3 all nose to tail on the exit of, top 4 that is, all nose to tail on the exit of turn number 4 down through the Geico restart zone and across the start finish line. Hubble gets a little high there off of turn 2. He's going to get into the fence and keep it going. He's Bledsoe down into turn number 1 and 2. He's got a challenge on the inside though as Hoots looks to the extreme bottom in the middle. One mark the mission. Out of turn number 4. Side by side down the front straightaway. It's going to be Hoots and Bledsoe. Bledsoe is going to get a great one on the top 10. He's going to push it down around the 91 and lead down to turn 1. Passing a little further back is Brendan Mathai now back on the lap of this one as he now looks to the outside of Tommy Osborne in that Aileron Tequila number 99 heading down the back straightaway. Move him up to 9th position. Started on the front row of this one. Unfortunately, early race accident put him 1 lap down and having to use his fast repair. So back up in the thick of it though after getting the lucky dog on the first caution. So far. Now working the back bumper over on the 8 as they work the back bumper on the 79. Now into turn number 1. On board the 79 Rodriguez machine as they go 2 wide on the corner exit behind him. Mathia to the inside, the right hand side of your screen, and Lafano in that number 8 Toyota on the outside. Mathia will slip back in line, catch a draft down into turn 3. Now they're going to switch. Lafano enters a little lower this time, working through turns 3 and 4. Good gaggle of cars there crossing the start finish line as they are still all battling hard inside. Just inside the top 10 and just outside the top 10 as this through turn 4. Off of turn 2, it's going to be Riley who's still chasing down Alan Bledsoe up front. Put Eric Thornton there in the 88. He's in 3rd. James Nelson, the highest he's run all afternoon, up into the 4th spot. Michael Kerjelek now in 5th. He is under attack from 16 a pack out of turn number 4. It's going to be Pac Rodriguez and Mathia right behind the Kerjelek 41, just outside the top 5. Field makes their way into turn 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Rodriguez now looking to the inside, a pack off the exit of turn 2. Is he going to be able to get it done? Not quite yet. They're side by side though at the start-finish line. They head down to turn number 1. Thaya giving a good push, arrow push to the 16 on the outside. Dave LaFont going to cut right down the bottom. He's going to say, hey, I want in on this battle too, as we got 4 cars under a blanket. Working for 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th there on your screen. Rodriguez clears back on the exit of 2, so set up the front. That's going to give LaFont a clear run on the bottom. So he's going to go to attack mode, and then Ken back on turns 3 and 4. Side by side through the exit. He's going to try to bring Mathia with him as LaFont slips up halfway through the corner and regain control, and he is going to go side by side across the line with the 16. Down into turn 1 and 2. It's Peck holding that position, but LaFont is right there on his inside as they work through 3 and 4. Turns 1 and 2, sorry. Down the back straightaway, LaFont and Peck still door to door as they work into turn number 3. Front though, Bledsoe continues to lead Meeks, Thornton, Nelson, and Kurgelek, the top 5. The battle is now on for 6 as LaFont deals with the 16. He says, I'm going to go after the 79 this time down the back straightaway as he looks to make a move on the 79 as he gets a big bump to the 75 on the corner entry. That's going to get the 75 a bit out of shape, pushes him up the racetrack, opens the door for the 8 to seek that 5th place position away from the 75, this time out of turn 4. LaFont up to 5th and battling for 4th. 2x2, 2 rows deep with a 3rd car looking to make it 3 wide this time on the entry of turn number 3. They go side by side. That's Nelson and Rodriguez as they are on the outside, and Tommy Osborne is trying to get up the inside now. Tommy's going to lose a bit of momentum there on the bottom, cross down under the white line. He's going to go backwards, but the 79 and the 99 now headed up towards a battle for 5th now as Kurgelek and the 15 Apec go at it side by side off the exit of turn number 4. For Ryan Hoots there off of number 2 that time as they are catching up to the back of the 28. That is Kelly Thomas. He is the last car on the lead lap, currently looking to stay in on the lead lap as these guys will battle it out side by side on the exit of turn 4. Hoots is going to have the advantage, but they almost get into each other. Now Hoots is going to drop down in front of the 42 as they head down across the stripe. To lead that lap. Looks like a car on pit road. That is the 88 of Eric Thornton. He will make his way down pit road for what I can only assume is a scheduled stage 2 pit stop. Is Thornton on pit road. Down the back straightaway though, Bledsoe, great run to the inside this time out of turn number 2. They'll probably go side by side into turn 3. Really tight there on the entry of 3, almost get into each other, but keep it off each other as they work through the corner. Back down across the line, we'll see who leads this one. Advantage right now to 42, but the 91 uses the top second. That's going to lead that lap over Bledsoe. Put the Thornton machine on pit road. That's going to move the 8 up into the 3rd spot now. Dave LaFont up to 3rd on the Speedway. You could see there that was Thornton joining back the field here, losing 1 lap because of his pit stop. On pit road right now though is James Nelson in his 75 AutoServe Ford Mustang. Battle now developing for second as the 42 and the 91 look like they're headed down pit road, so that's going to turn the lead over to the 88 third leader on the afternoon. The 8. Dave Lafano now the leader as a bunch of cars hit pit road. You got Hoots, Bledsoe, Kurtzak, Rodriguez, Boones, and Larry Garnes. All head to the attention of their pit crew. Pit road is getting busy as business picks up for the cars on pit road. There you can see them. We'll take a look now back at the number 1 position. That is the 88 of Lafano. The 8 of Lafano and the 88 of Thornton are going around the inside as Lafano, he will turn left off the banking and head down pit road. He's going to bring Mathia. That is Tommy Osborne and Tyrone Yo with him. That's going to turn the lead over to the 16. The Prisma Health 16 of Ken Pack drives down into turn number 1 and count him as the new leader here as pit stops cycle through stage number 2. There you see Kurdzlik and Rodriguez joining back up on the Speedway. 2 cars yet to pit in this one. The Ken Pack number 16 and the Beckett Wigan number 34, both cars on track remaining to pit complete their cycle. The cycle of pit stops here for stage number 2. There you see Ken Peck. He will dip down onto pit road. Now it's just a matter of time before the Wigan number 34 makes his entry onto pit road. Not this time though. He's going to go 1 lap and he is going to lead his first lap of his AARL career here in his first race in the Cup Series with us tonight as he looks his way through 1 and 2. So Eric Thornton, though, is the man in control once the pit stop cycle cleans up, as he is out in front of the Hoots 91 and the Bledsoe 42 there. You can see him just clear those guys. So once the pit stops cycle through, that should put Thornton to the top of the scoring pylon, past the midway point of stage 2 as we work our way to the end of the stage and the completion of the first half of this race as we're working lap number 53. So still out on track, the race leader Beckett Wigan completes another lap in his number 34 as he goes on the entry of turns 1 and 2 with his teammate Randy Sprouse there in the 2 purple cars working at turn number 2. Obviously fresh tires and a full tank of gas are going to propel those guys on the outside easily around Wigan at this point, so look for the 34 to head down pit road here in just a matter of a few laps. See the pit strategy there on the right-hand side of your screen. So everyone came down on lap number 29, the completion of the first stage, and then pit stops have come from anywhere between 48 and 51, and still 1 car to pit as we continue to follow. Beckett Wigan down the back straightaway leads by about 22 seconds over the second place car of Eric Thornton. But again, the 34 Wigan machine has not yet come to pit road. We'll take a look a little further back and see the battle for what is second on the Speedway at this point. The Thornton 88 continues to lead here over the Hoots 91 and the Bledsoe 42. That is second, third, and fourth on the scoring pylon. As the field comes around to complete their 55th lap, we'll work on starting lap number 56 that time across the line. As Hoots looks to the inside of the number 88 down into turn number. He's going to clear him. Can he hold the lead, or is he going to get a great run off the top side? As 88 will get that run down the back straightaway. He's going to drive back around the outside of the 91. Back up into that second spot, but Hoots has a good position on him as they enter turn number 3, but the Apex 88 is going to take the air off the nose of the 91. Cut down back across the front. He's going to get loose, though, on corner exit. That's going to cost 2 spots pretty quickly there, as both Hoots and Bledsoe get around the 88. Don't move Riley Hoots up into the second position, which should propel him to be the race leader at the completion of the pit stop cycle. Beckett Wilson, though, still out on track in his number 34 machine. That Ford Mustang Racing entry here as we continue under green flag, working lap number 58 that time across the line for Wigan. Looks like Randy Sprouse has had a bit of an incident involving Larry Grant. We'll see if we can find a replay here. So Sprouse just gets loose off of turn 4, makes hard contact with the outside wall. Sorry, that was... Oh, and hard contact with the inside wall. We'll take another look at that one. So he just gets loose on exit, gets up into the wall, and the 20 of Larry Garnes nowhere to go again as he gets tangled up with that, as the 17 is on pit road to the attention of his pit crew. As his teammate, though, the 34, Beckett Wigan, continues to lead the way here on lap 58. Sorry, 59, as 58 are complete. As Hoots continues to lead the way over Bledsoe, Thornton. They're running in fourth. Behind him, Brennan Mathia back into the top 5 after his early race mishap. As he currently sits in 5th. Dave Lafano right there, holding on to the 6th spot. As he's got some company, though, behind him. The 75 Auto Serve Ford and the 79 Toyota, including the 41 Acrylic. In his Ford also right there with the Lafano number 8 off the exit of turn 4. A little bit of contact there between the the Courage Elect 41 and the 75 of James Nelson on the exit of turn number 2. See if we can get a look at that. Looks like Beckett Wigan finally headed down pit road, as we're going to see if we can get a replay here of this incident off of 75 up into the wall, comes back down a little bit. Unfortunately, the 41 there beside him as they make some contact, both able to continue, so doesn't look like any damage to either of those cars. But race leader is going to be the Riley Hoots 91 after Wigan headed down pit road to bring his number 34 to the attention of his pit crew. Alan Bledsoe still holding on to 2nd now, and then Thornton just trailing behind them by about 1.5 seconds as they work across the start-finish line this time. Larry Garnes and Kelly Thomas, 2 lapped cars so far this afternoon. Both, unfortunately, Garnes 2 laps down at this point, and the Kelly Thomas machine 1 lap down. Sitting in the lucky dog position is the Thomas 28. There's the Beckett Wigan, number 34, joined back up on track here, as he will be running side by side on the entry to turn 3 with Chad Snyder. We'll take a look a little further up, though. There is Thomas, and there's number 28, currently sitting 1 lap down in the 15th position. Up front, though, it continues to be the Bledsoe 42, now the new race leader, as the 91 got past that time, but the 91 looks back to the inside on the entry of turn number 3. Just over the halfway point here in the Pure Michigan 240 from Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan. Battle for the lead here developing late in stage number 2. This time out of turn number 4, still side by side. Ooh, Hoots gets a little bit loose there, almost up into the side of the 42. He's going to keep it straight, and that is going to let the 42 clear him on the entry of turn number 3. Sorry, turn number 2. Down to turns 1 and 2. It's still the Bledsoe 42 and Hoots 91 leading the way as they are up by a... Oh, now the 42 gets loose off the corner. That's going to open the door for Hoots as they flip-flop positions, as Hoots now will jump out to the lead here as they reach the end of the back straightaway. Hoots now holding that middle line as Larry Garnes is looking to get one of his 2 laps back the hard way, looking to make a move around the leaders. He doesn't want to get involved, but he needs to get that lap back to get a chance to get back up to the front of this one later on in the event. Man on the move though, Brendan Mathia in the 99. He is now back up into a podium position, running in 3rd spot after his early race incident brought him down to pit road, and a quick repair required. He has gotten by both Lorfano and Eric Thornton, moved himself into 3rd position on lap 66. Further back, 3-way battle here for what is the 6th, 7th, and 8th position. That's Rodriguez, Ken Pack in the 16, and Michael Kurgelek in the 41. Travis goes way up to the wall, almost gets into it, able to hold it off as he will battle door to door with the 16 down the front straight. Now 3 wide again as the 41 looks to the apron, gets a great run that time through the start-finish line, and he's going to be in position to make a move on the entry turn number 1. Kurgelak able to clear the front of the 79, but there he might have made a little bit of contact as they both got loose there off the exit of 2. It's going to put them back side by side down into turn number 3 and 4. Rodriguez, though, up into the wall is going to slow him, and he's going to slow him right down. He's going to lose a ton of speed, going to open the door for both the 41 and the 65. A little further up in front of these guys, the Lofano 8 has made its way around the 88 Apex Racing Chevrolet Camaro of Eric Thornton, and that is got Lofano up into 3rd spot. Battle again for the lead, though, as Bledsoe and Hoots still side by side down the back straightaway at this point, heading into turn 3. Just when one of them thinks they got the other one clear, it's right back to the grindstone as they battle it out side by side drag race down the front straightaway as Matthias sits holding that 3rd place position. We'll see if these 2 were to slip up. 99 looking to capitalize. So 2 of these 3 drivers have found themselves in victory lane numerous times this year. Brennan Matthias 6 wins, Alan Bledsoe 5 on the season. The odd man out is that number 91, Dr. Pepper Cherry Machine. Riley Hoots looking to pick up his first ever AARL Cup Series win here in the 2024 season and for his All-American Racing League career. Joined the league this year. Great to have these guys with us as Riley Hoots goes back to the top of the scoring pylon as they head down the front straightaway, completing lap number 69, 69 completely worked lap number 70 here. 51 laps to go in this one. They battle their way through turns 3 and 4. It's going to be Hoots and Bledsoe still 1 and 2. Mathia right there looking to make a move on the bottom though. So he's going to be door to door with the 42 on the exit of turn 4. He's going to slip up behind the middle as right now on the top side. There's all the momentum up there in this Speedway. Looking to carry around the top. Looks like we've had an on-track exit incident. Looks like Wigan has made some contact with the wall. Fun to replay what happened there. So looking to avoid the Snyder 26. Wigan went up and lost control of his car and got into the outside wall. Taking a look at that there. Snyder gets way loose off of 2. Wigan corrects it, but hits the wall hard. Tommy Osborne almost involved in that one, but able to avoid catastrophe as we see the 34 and the 17 back on pit road, both being repaired on pit road. Top four, though, getting closer and closer together as we run through the end of this stage, as we look to the end of lap 72. So next time across the line, the stage will be over, and we'll award some more points and a valuable playoff point to the stage winner. Down the back straightaway, Hoots gets a push from his teammate. Bledsoe in the 42 as he looks now to the inside of the 91 off of turn number 4. They come back down across the line. Who's going to win the stage? Bledsoe right to the bottom. Hoots is going to have the advantage and pick up the win here for his second stage win of the afternoon. Fourth win, I believe, on the season, if I remember correctly. Yes, that is correct. Fourth stage win for Hoots on the season as he picks up the stage win over Bledsoe, Mathia, Lefano, Eric Thornton, Ken Pack, Michael Kurdzilek, Travis Rodriguez, Tyrone Yo, and James Nelson all score themselves some valuable points for the point standings. Obviously, the drivers who are locked into the playoffs aren't too worried about points at this point until the playoffs get started again. But those who have not locked themselves in, every point they earn gets them 1 point closer to locking themselves into the final, or the playoff round of 16. As the field joins the back of the pace truck here off the exit of turn number 2, we're going to take a quick look at the All-American Racing League point standings coming into this one. There they are on the screen. Alan Bledsoe continues to be the regular season's point leader there, as you can see the difference back to Brendan Mathia and Dave Lefano. James Nelson, Mike Kurdzilek, Dave Hara, and Travis Rodriguez are the top 7. Ken Pack there also in his number 16, locked into the playoffs. Then you see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars that are not locked in at this point. The Hoots 91, the Sabrin number 54, Chad Snyder, Tyrone Yo, Michael Boone, and even though his name is not highlighted, Larry Garnes is in a playoff position, just not locked in at this point. Larry Stubblefield, although he is in 16th because Kelly Thomas has that win, he is the first driver on the outside looking in at this point. But with Larry not being here again tonight, nor is Greg Barnett, that is going to drop them a little further down the file, down the scoring, down the point standings. That's going to move Tommy Osborne up a few positions also, as he is in attendance. Everyone else outside of Eric Thornton not here either tonight, so Thornton will gain a few positions after joining the league later in the season. But there's a look at your top 18 in points up to this point in the regular season for the All-American Racing League Cup Series. Alan Bledsoe continues to lead the points here as we work our way to the first of 4 playoff rounds. The round of 16 starts in just a handful of weeks as we are set to lock the field up to, we're going to try to get it down to 16 cars vying for the All-American Racing League 2024 Cup Series Championship. As the cars have completed the pit stop, Alan Bledsoe again wins the race off of pit road. That is going to put him in a position to lead the field to the restart. Outside the front row will be the number 99 of Brendan Mathia. By the looks of it, that means we are going to have the same front row as we did on the opening start of the event. You all know how that went for the 99. We'll take a quick look here at the adventure that the 99 had early in this one. This is a replay of what happened here. So just goes into turn number 1, gets loose a couple times, gets it up into the fence, able to collect it, but then gets a little bump from the 79 and then a hit from the 20, and that set the skew and toe all out of whack for the 99, so we had to bring it down pit road. That's another look at it. But as we get set to bring the restart to you, he will be the car on the outside of the front row this time, as the field should begin to double up, as I believe the lights on the pace car are out, and we will come green flag racing with 44 laps to go from the Pure Michigan 240 here in Brooklyn, Michigan, home of the Michigan International Speedway. My name is Nathan Christensen. So glad you could join us this afternoon for this one. As there you see the running order of the top 20. 19 cars started and took the green flag tonight. Only one car on track currently 2 laps down. That is the Kelly Thomas, number 28. And then we have Larry Garnes there. Last car on the lead lap, just taking the wave around on that restart. He will join the tail end of the field, hopefully before they come back around to take the green flag. So the field is double file as they work their way through turns number 3. This time out of 4, though, it'll be in the hands of Alan Bledsoe and the rest of the field as we get set to go back green flag racing with, 44 laps to go this time across the line for the field. Into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out and Bledsoe's back on the gas as we work our way down the front straightaway. Hoots gets a run on the inside of the 99 of Mathia into turn number 1 and 2. It's now side by side the Peck 16 and the 99 of Mathia. Give the spot to Mathia though. He gets a great run off the top side as Peck will slip behind him and in front of the 8 of Lurfano. Take a look back from the 99 car at the field as they go 3 wide through the middle of that corner. It's Lurfano getting the advantage. Whoa, we got trouble as there is a wreck as Hoots as they are piling up big time now. Yellow is out and we got a whole bunch of cars facing the wrong way in this one. Kelly Thomas slide and Kurdzlak involved. The 16 of Ken Pack involved. It looks like Hoots in the 91 was involved. So we'll take a quick look here to see what caused that. Looks like Hoots, Lurfano, Pack, Kurdzlak, Nelson, Osborne, Yo, Thomas, Snyder all got a piece of that at one point or another. We're going to take a look at the replay. We gotta look at a different car. Let's see here. We're gonna take a look here as Hoots off of turn 4 gets loose and hard up into the inside wall. He's gonna drift back down and hit the back of the 8 and get the 16. It's into the 41. So that's as far as we know from there. As you see him come back up. 16 into the 41. 16 also makes contact with the 1 and the 75. Then the 28 slides in there and he gets a piece of it. Let's watch this as the 16 gets the back of the 75. So both of those cars able to continue, look like no damage on them. And then late in this one, Kelly Thomas machine just nowhere to go through the smoke as the 41 there in front of him is going to cause some problems. And then the 26 also nowhere to go as he gets involved and he hits Tyrone and the 28. Car coming down the track, one car coming up the track. Caught Chad in the middle of that one. So lots of carnage coming out of that one. A lot of cars having to head down pit road to the attention of their picker, Ken Pack, Riley Hoots, Tyrone, Michael Kurtz, like Kelly Thomas, all receiving the mechanical meatball flag, so they will either have to use their fast repair or see if the crew can fix it in a timely manner. As you can see them now all heading on to pit road here as we work on the front straightaway there. There's the Pack 15. He's going to overshoot his pit stall. You got the Snyder 26 on pit road. You got Hoots on pit road using a fast repair. Let's see if Ken Pack was able to use. Ken Pack uses a fast repair. Tyrone Yo uses a fast repair, and Kelly Thomas still sitting there waiting for repairs. Kurdzlak also back on his way from that accident. So 6 or 7 cars involved in that one. That's going to shake up the front of this one for sure. As now Alan Bledsoe will lead the way over second place. Brendan Mathia, Dave Lurfano, Travis Rodriguez, and Curtis Sabrin is your new top 5 at this point. Field works out of turn number 4 down through the Geico restart zone and across the start finish line. The lights are out on the iRacing pace truck, which means we are headed back for a restart here. 40 laps to go that time across the line, so we'll come back to green on lap number 82 with 39 laps to go. Field doubled up, as I mentioned. Bledsoe, Mathia, the front row. And then second row looks like it's going to be Lerfano and Rodriguez. Sabran and the 88, that's Eric Thornton, James Nelson, and Tommy Osborne. Both kind of got a piece of that. Very minimal damage to both those cars. They will be able to start in row number 4. 4. Michael Boone and Chad Snyder there will be the next 2 cars. So Snyder will start single file after coming down pit road, as Boone will be the last car that didn't come down pit road. So as the field kind of doubles up here, we'll see if we can get things sorted out. It's set to go back racing here, this time out of turn number 4. As I mentioned, Bledsoe and American Tire Distributors number 42 continues to lead the way. Here in this one, we're going to have a new group of cars battling for the lead up front by the looks of it, as Mathia has been able to rebound after his lap 1 accident. Lerfano's been up in the top 3 some this afternoon, as well as Travis Rodriguez showing his highest position on the scoring pylon at this point. Caution car down the pit road, green flag back out, loud pedals to the floor as we are back racing in Michigan at the Pure Michigan 240. You're watching the SimWorld Racing Network as the field heads down into turn number 1. 3 wide for second, potentially on the entry to turn number 3. Doesn't quite materialize as they are 2 wide though for third. That's the 8 and 79 as they work off of turn number 2. Everyone tippy-toeing with the fresh tires there off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Thornton was able to get around Sabrin on the restart. Now he's looking to get around the 8 of Lerfano as they enter turns number 3. He's going to have him clear, but Lerfano's going to battle back on the bottom in that Toyota. This is Motorsports Grand Collision Toyota Camry. Thornton's still able to stay in front of Lerfano 8 though, as he is in big trouble now as the 54 and the 75 look to make a move on the outside. They're going to both able to clear him on the entry of turn number 1. Coming down through turns 2 now. They look to go 3 wide off the exit. Nope, not quite. They're going to all file in single file though, as the 91 shoves it in the opening on the outside, bounces it off the wall, gets into the side of the 8 and the 1, swerves to avoid any extra damage as they're going to lose a couple of spots as both the 91 and the 41 get around the 8 and the 1. Up front though, Alan Bledsoe has opened up a small bit of a lead here over the 99 and Mathia, and the battle for second though is on between Thornton and Rodriguez this time down into turn number 1. We'll count out Saber in there, and the 54 also as he looks to make a move on either of these 2 cars. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, Travis gets up into the wall a bit there. That's going to open the door for the 54 to make his way through. Move him up in another spot as they go 3 wide though down the back straightaway. The man in the middle is the Nelson 75. Outside him was the 91. Inside was Kurdzlek as they work their way off of turn 4. Get it back single file this time. The 8 is making his way back to the front there using the extreme bottom on the front straightaway. Looking to get some momentum to make a move on the 91 into turn number 1. Up front continues to be the Bledsoe 42 this time off of turn number 2. A look back at the field as they head down the back straightaway and flare out, looking to make a few passes. Bledsoe continues to lead the way. Silburn holds that spot there in 4th right now with Rodriguez in 5th and Eric Thornton looking to make a move on Mathia for 2nd here as they work their way across the start-finish line. As we complete lap 95 and get a start on 86. 35 laps to go here in this one. 70 miles the distance to the end of this one, as a 2-mile Brooklyn, Michigan International Speedway is the home for race number 24 on the season. After tonight, only 2 more races before we reset the field and get a run at our playoff championship format. 16 cars will vie for the championship starting in a couple weeks from now. Through the front straightaway, it continues to be Bledsoe, Five, Thornton, Sadler, and then fifth is Rodriguez, who had some company from the Kurtzlek 41, who's able to open up a bit of a gap back to those guys as 4 cars though here battle for, oh, we got trouble as the 54 gets way loose, swerves and he's able to avoid contact from everyone. So he's going to slide back up on the track and keep it rolling. He sure is. That's some fantastic driving there by the driver of the 54. We'll take a look and see what happened here on the exit. Oh, exit of turn 4. Just not enough room for those 2 cars as he starts to swerve and regroups it a couple times. He's going to slide the front tires. Hopefully not too much flat spotting. Able to keep it going. Almost came to stop, but able to keep it going. We're not going to see the caution flag, unfortunately, for Curtis at this point, as he will continue as he's dropped back now to 15th spot. The last car on the lead lap here on lap number 88. The car he got into was the 88 of Eric Thornton, as looks to be no worse for wear as he continues his assault in front of this one back in the 3rd spot. So Rodriguez able to get around Thornton after that to get together with the number 54 machine. Still has a ton of speed and looking to make a move in turn 1 and 2 on the 79. So drops down to the bottom groove on the exit. See if he can get a good run and chase down that 79 who might have got a piece of the wall. But we got ourselves a drag race into turn number 3. Thornton is going to bring the Hoots 91 with him past the bottom side of the 79 as they both work their way up into the 3rd and 4th spot. Move Travis back to 5th. He shouldn't be too comfortable because the 8 and 75 are looking to make that same type of move that 30 and the 88 and the 91 just made as they work their way through turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Fallon's got a sight set on the 79 down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Onboard roof cam of the Grand Collision Assault Motorsports Toyota. Looking to the inside of the 79 on corner exit of 4. Able to get side by side. They'll drag race through the tri-oval kind of and down the front straightaway. Take a look on board 88 back at this battle for what is now 4th position as Dave Lafano gets a great run to the inside of both the Rodriguez 79 and the Hoots 91 as we cross to 30 laps to go, 60 miles to the end of this one as Lafano up into the 4th position and looking to come after the number 88. Fano gets a good run to the inside of Thornton out of turn number 2. See if he can make his move into turn 3. Kempek gets loose off the corner there a little further back in that shot. He's able to gather back up and continue on the straight and narrow. To turn 3 and 4. There's the gap back from the first. Two behind him. They work off of turn 4 this time. Fano got a run on the bottom. He's going to be the 3rd place car at the line that time as they back down into turn 1. Fano dispenses of the 88 and he is going to open a small gap back to the Thornton machine as Thornton has got a back bumper full of the number 91 this time on the entry of turn 1 and 2. camera on the 8 as we watch the battle for 4th and 5th develop between Hoots and Thornton. That time off the 4. Thornton gets the better run. Who's going to be able to slip down in front of the Hoots 91 this time across the line. Oh, Hoots gets loose again, that time off of turn 2. He's going to lose a spot, looks like, to the Rodriguez, number 79. As he is also potentially going to lose a spot to the Nelson 75. Oh, they may have made some contact. Both cars get loose in the middle of turn number 3. Both were able to continue, but that's going to give a good run of speed and momentum to the 16 and the 41, trying to go around the outside of the 75. That time across the line for the field, 25 laps to go from Michigan. Up front, it continues to be a new race leader as there is a battle for the point here as Brendan Mathia looks to the outside of the Bledsoe 42 down the back straightaway, and they will go side by side into turn number 3. Bledsoe drives it in pretty deep underneath the 99. He's probably going to do the old switcheroo, slip up in front of Mathia on through the middle and exit of the turn 4, but Mathia is going to think about the crossover here, back down across the line. It's going to be, I believe, Bledsoe led that one at the line, but give Mathia a small advantage on the entry of turn number 1. See if Mathia is going to do the same thing and slide up in front of Bledsoe. No, he's going to hold the bottom while Bledsoe maintains his top line, see if he can get a good run to pull even down the back straightaway. 99 worked its way up and almost pinched off the 42, not able to clear him though as they head down the back straightaway into turn 3, still neck and neck at the top 2. Mathia on the bottom, Bledsoe on the top. Here they come back off of turn number 4 down across the start finish line. This time it looks like Mathia is going to lead the lap, but Bledsoe not giving up, still using that top side, keeping that car wound up as best he can. Looks like pit stops are underway for the final stop of the race here with 23 laps to go. Tommy Osborne, Aaron Thornton, Chad Snyder all on pit road. Looks like the 54 already also made his pit stop. Hoots, Nelson, and Snyder have all made their pit stops. So the final pit window is open for these guys as they are able to make the distance with about 23-24 laps to go in this one when they all started pitting. As Mathia now uses the top, he's going to roll it and into turn number 1. He's going to carry all that momentum in there down the front straightaway and keep that car out in front of the 42 this time through turns 1 and 2. There you can see Thornton completing his pit stop and joining the track on the back straightaway as the field comes down the back. Beautiful sunny afternoon here in Brooklyn, Michigan as the pit stops continue. There you can see Alan Bledsoe getting onto pit road there on the left-hand side of your screen. That is going to move Brendan Mathia to sole possession and no challengers at this point for the lead as he continues to work his way around the 2-mile Michigan International Speedway. The battle right behind him, though, that's between the Thornton 88 and the 91 of Riley Hoots, as Dave Lafano is able to spring up in front of all those guys. So this is going to be potentially the battle for the lead once the pit stop cycle is completed. These guys are just battling right now to stay on the lead lap, but with the 99 coming down to pit road for his pit stop, this could be what potentially turns into be the battle for the top spot here once the cycle is complete. So Thornton continues to lead the way there. Hoots, Lafano, Rodriguez. You're going to see the 42 right there on the inside below the yellow line. He will join the field back after his pit stop. He will fall in behind the 79, it looks like, as they head down to turn 3. Handful of cars still yet to pit. Sorry, just 2 cars. Michael Boone is the current race leader in his number 5. Camaro, as he has yet to make a pit stop. Maybe he will come this time by. We'll keep an eye on the 5 car. Looks like he is slowing. And yes, Michael Boone headed down to pit road to the head of his pit crew. Larry Garnes will now take over the lead as he will pass the Boone 5 coming down across the line. Larry Garnes, the current leader of this one as they work towards turn 1 and 2. So now the battle for second here, or what will be second place, will be between the Hoots 91, Lurfano 8, the 88 of Thornton, the 79 of Rodriguez, the 42 of Bledsoe. This gaggle of cars here on the entry of turn 1 is the battle for what should be the lead once the 20 of Garnes completes his pit stop. And as I say that, look who is on pit road. Larry Garnes making his way down to the attention of his pit crew as this battle for what is second place currently on the scoring pylon develops down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. So, 5-car battle for the lead now on the entry of turn number 1. All 4 of the 5 have visited victory lane so far this year. The only man without a victory in this group is the Hoots 91 as he looks to snap that streak here in race number 24, as he currently holds the lead over Lurfano by about half a car length as they're door-to-door, side-by-side into turn number 3. 17 laps to go this time across the line as 5 cars under a blanket here battling for first through 5th. Any one of these guys can win this one. There's no doubt in my mind, as they have all been strong cars all season long here for the All-American Racing League. Riley Hoots again, the only man in this group without a victory, looking to get the monkey off his back as we head towards the start of the 2024 Cup Series playoffs in just 3 weeks. Bump from the 79 to the back of the 8 is going to propel him with a good run into turn 3. Is he able to drift up and close the door on the 91 on corner exit? Looks like he will get that move done. Put Lurfano now to the lead. 79 though is trying to use the draft on the inside from Lurfano as they work their way down across the start finish line. Pretty much a dead heat for second on the entry of turn 1. Don't look now, we got a 6 car in this battle. The 99er Brennan Mathia has gotten back up into it as he was a little bit back off the back of these 5, but now we have the top 5 single file, nose to tail down the back straightaway. As the 6 worked their way off of turn number 4, 16 laps to go in this one. Oh, some contact between the 91 and the 88 that time, as it's going to slow both of those guys down. And now Bledsoe and Mathia go to the bottom, looking to make some moves here around those other 2. Not able to get it done as they head out of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. That top side momentum is just so strong, it propels anyone on the outside, usually around the car on the inside. So we work our way back out of turn number 4. 14 laps to go will be this time at the line as they head through the tri-oval. Great shots from on board the Goodyear blimp overlooking turns 1 and 2 as they work nose to tail out of turn 2. 2, 4, 6 cars, all with a chance to win this one with 14 laps to go. From Michigan, 28 miles to settle this one at the Pure Michigan 240. Oh, Lurfano gets loose off of turn 2, pushing pretty hard that time. Able to gather it back up and get a good push from the 79 down the back straightaway. So he's still going to be the leader here as they work their way through turns 3 and 4. Now Thornton looks to the inside of the 79 down across the start-finish line. It's going to be a dead heat for second. Lurfano still leads the way. Mathia in fourth. Ooh, a little bit of contact there, I think, between the 88 and the 79 on corner. Exit gets the 79 squirrely and it's going to slow the 88 down. The 99 able to clear than the 88 that time on the entry of turn number 3. Lurfano looking to break the draft that time across the start-finish line as they work back down to turn number 1. 99 and Mathia now looking to the outside of the 79 of Rodriguez through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, battle continues here for the top 5 as Riley Hoots has dropped off a bit from this group as he runs in the 6th spot. But 5 cars right here, nose to tail, under a blanket. Looks like Bledsoe's going to make an easy move to the inside of the 88 Apex Racing car. On the exit of turn number 2, they battle down the front straightaway. Good run into the corner for Travis Rodriguez, though. He's going to get out of it before he bumps the back of the 8. That's going to let him turn it down the hill and shoot off the back straightaway. See if he can get a run to the high side of the 8. Nothing doing that time as they work single file still down the back straightaway. A big push from the 99 on the back of the 79 as they enter turn number 3. That time across the line will be 9 laps to go. 18 miles to settle it. 5 cars in the running for the winner. The win this afternoon from Michigan. Big push from the 79 on the back of the 8 into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to give a good run on the exit to that number 8 car. The 42 and the 99 look to go side by side through the tri-oval down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Rodriguez potentially making a move to the outside. Nothing happening there as Lurfano moves up a little bit to block the air and on the nose of that 79. This time, though, off of turn number 2. Still side by side for that 3rd spot. Bledsoe on the inside, Mathia on the outside. Now Bledsoe's going to get a run on the Rodriguez 79. He's going to cut to the inside, not able to get side by side that time as they will drop back in line. Single file, nose to tail through turns 3 and 4. Lurfano continues to lead this one as they come back down across the start-finish line. We got 7 laps to go this time as they work down towards turn number 1. And then there was 4. These 4 cars have opened up a gap of about 0.3 of a second back to the Thornton number 88 in 5th. So one by one, the field for the cars up front running for the win is slimming down, but it's continuing to be Lurfano, Rodriguez, Mathia, and Bledsoe this time into turn number 3 and 4. Mathia gets a great run out of turn 3, out of turn 4 with a good push from the 42 down the front straightaway. That's going to put Rodriguez back to 3rd, but he's going to have the outside on the entry of turn number 3. See if he can carry that speed and momentum around the outside and get that spot back on the exit of turn number 2. Side by side down the back straightaway. The battle on track is for second. Mathia on the inside, Travis on the outside as they head to turn number 3. Mathia drives it in deep. He's probably going to use the slide job and slide up in front of the 79. No, holds that middle line. The 79 is going to get a horrible run through 3 and 4, and he's going to drop all the way back to 4th now. put the 99 up to second as the battle between the 42 and the 79 happens here down the front straightaway, and that's going to let the 88 catch back up as those cars run side by side. That's going to put a big hole in the draft, a big hole in the air, and let the 88 get right back to the back bumper of these two in front of him. Bledsoe now able to clear the 79 down the back straightaway, slide up in front on the exit of 2 and entrance. Now they head down in the entrance of turn number 3. Out of turn number 4 this time. Bledsoe now in third. Rodriguez under attack for fourth from Thornton in the 88. 4 laps to go for Lurfano in the 8. As Lurfano works his way through turns 1 and 2. This time down the back straightaway, he leads by just over 1/10 of a second as Brandon Mathia has caught that back bumper of the number 8 car. Lurfano protects the inside. That's going to force Mathia to use the outside, but he's going to brake early and cut back down on exit. See if he can get a run on the 8. Nothing happening yet. 3 laps to go this time across the line. Down the back straightaway, the 8 car continues to lead Lurfano in the Assault Motorsports Toyota over the Mathia 99. Same thing. Lurfano uses the bottom on entry to block. He's going to drift up to the wall. Is the Mathia 99 going to pull even? Not quite yet. Single file, still down across the line. 2 laps to go here in the Pure Michigan 240. Down into turns 1 and 2. Lurfano running that very defensive line, preventing the deep drive in by the 99 and the slip up across the nose as they head down the back straightaway. Big push from the 42 to the back of the 8. That's going to give a good run to the 99 on the entry of turns 3 and 4. Is he going to slide up in front of the Lurfano 8? He sure is on the exit of turn number 4. White flag in the air. Last time around, Pure Michigan 240. Win on the line as Lurfano bumps the back of the 99. He's going to look to the inside down into turn number 1. Lurfano and Mathia door to door through turn number 1. Out of turn number 2, Mathia's got a bit of an advantage. He's going to be about half a car length in front of the 8. See what the 8 does when they get down to turn number 3. 34 right down on the apron, out of the way. Thanks for that. That is a great sportsmanship move. Lurfano drives it in deep on the bottom. They're going to be side by side off of turn number 4. 3 wide, potentially racing for the line. Dave Lurfano to the inside. Mathia through the middle, down to the start-finish line. Who's it gonna be? Looks like it's gonna be Dave Lurfano, winning it by a matter of inches over Brendan Mathia, Alan Bledsoe, Eric Thornton, and Travis Rodriguez. What a finish, race fans. Dave Lurfano comes up clutch, pulls out the remarkable last lap pass, and a win by 0.019 seconds over the Mathia 99. Wow, that's why we tune in, folks. A great race here this afternoon from Michigan, and an even better finish. We'll take a look at this one as the battle off of turn number 4. You can see them. No contact at all between any of those drivers. 3 wide across the line. What a photo finish as Lurfano comes up big on the last lap. As that was a great race, as I mentioned. A great race and a better finish to that one. We are going to see if we can grab a word with our top 3. We're probably going to have 1 very excited driver and 2 very disappointed drivers. Let's see if we can get a word with our drivers. Hey, Alan, it's Nathan up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
I just said to the fans watching on TV, we're probably going to spot the 2 disappointed drivers and 1 really happy driver, and I think you're one of the disappointed guys.
Um, yeah, felt like I had the best car, or at least one of them. I think Brendan probably overall had the best car. But like right there at the end, I gave Brendan a big push going into one, with about 2 to go, something like that. And right at the end, that pretty much gave him the lead. And golly, I'm watching this finish back, and right at the end, um, it was just 3 cars going for the win. I mean, yeah, I get the teammate thing, but I'm 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 going for the win.
No,
And I
I
think Lorfano just had a really good exit off of turn 4. That was That was crazy. What a freaking race. All the way through the race. I mean, the racing was fantastic between me and Riley, me and Brendan, and then the whole pack there at the end. Holy smokes.
well, I'm glad you can have a good finish here tonight. Another strong finish as we head towards the end of the regular season. I just want to thanks for the interview, and hopefully we can keep talking to you the rest of the way through the season.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's see. We've got Daytona next. Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But Darlington is a pretty good track for me, so.
All right, thanks, Alan. Have a great week, and we'll hopefully talk to you next week.
We won't be on next week,
Oh, that's
remember?
right. That's right. A week off. I apologize. We'll talk to you in a couple weeks then.
All right, see ya.
All right, that was third place finisher, Alan Bledsoe. We'll see if we can get a word with Brendan Mathia, tonight's second place finisher in the 99. Hey, Brendan, it's Nathan. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Obviously, probably pretty disappointed with the way that one turned out, but considering you were backwards on the first lap up in the fence, I think pretty good bounce back for you.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. But regardless, I felt like I had one of the fastest cars on track, and decided taking 3 wide there, and that it worked with, and both losses.
Well, I know you're disappointed, but still a strong second place finish. Hopefully, you can use that momentum into Daytona in a couple weeks and visit that top step of the podium again.
Hopefully, Daytona is always a loud one, so I'm just gonna hang back and miss the big one.
All right, thanks a lot, Brendan. I hope you talk to you in a couple weeks. All right, that was second place finisher on the night in the 99, Brendan Mathia. And now we'll get a chance to talk to tonight's big winner of this one, Dave Lorfano. Hey, Dave, it's Nathan. You got a copy?
Hey, Nathan, I got you.
Congrats on the big win. What a heck of a way to pull it off there on the last lap, past 3 wide at the end. How's that one feel?
That was good, man. Like, I figured something out at the end of in stage 2 that was working. I was running the leaders down. And so at the end, I just stuck with that game plan. It worked, especially in the longer run. So, but I gotta thank, Brendan and Alan for racing so clean. That was a blast right there the last few laps. I thought it was over when they got by me. And then I got a good run through 1 and 2 and kept it close to Brendan. And, yeah, made it stick off a 4, I guess.
Definitely looked like towards the end of that one, driving a little more defensive, using that shallower entry to prevent that kind of dive bomb slide up in front of you. It worked, and then he got a big push from the 42 there to get by you. But like I said, able to capitalize on a bit of a side draft down the back straightaway and get back around him. So win number 3 on the year. Hopefully you can pick up the 4th one in a couple weeks, going back to Daytona where you got the big win in the 500 earlier this year.
Yeah, looking forward to getting back to the restrictor plate for sure. But yeah, it feels good.
All right, thanks a lot, Dave. Congrats on the win, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right, thank you.
All right, that was tonight's winner, Dave Lorfano, driver of the number 8 Assault Motorsports Graham Collision Toyota Camry. Let's take a look here. We're going to take a look at the finishing results here, and we'll see the margin of victory. 0.018, the difference between first and second, and then only 0.056 back to Alan Bledsoe in third. So, like I mentioned earlier, a great race from start to finish, and an even better finish brought us home tonight. 3 wide across the line. Can't ask for anything better than that. Here from Michigan International Speedway. Eric Thornton hangs on to a solid fourth place finish after a big win last week. Travis Rodriguez holds on to fifth. Ken Pack able to get by Riley Hoots late in this one to score a sixth place finish. Riley Hoots holds on for seventh. Tommy Osborne eighth after starting last after not qualifying in this one. Michael Kurdzlik and James Nelson round out your top 10. A solid run for the number 2 Ford machine, that's Tyrone Yo. Larry Garnes bounces back after being 2 laps down in the middle of this one, finished 12th. Michael Boone comes home in 13th. Chad Snyder in his 26 Rebellion Graphics Toyota, he finishes in 14th. The first car 1 lap down at the end of this one, the 54 Curtis Sabrin. Kelly Thomas in 16th. Beckett Wiggin making his All-American Racing League debut tonight. He will finish in 17th. Randy Sprouse will finish in the next position there in 18th, and the 19th place, and bringing up the end of the cars that finish tonight will be the number 51 of Jim Hubble. Unfortunately not able to finish this one. So, like I said, folks, a great race, an even better finish. See if we can get one more replay before we head home for this one. Give me 1 sec while we get it queued up for you, as we look forward to a week off here for the drivers as we get set up for the final 2 races of the regular season, as we head to Daytona in 2 weeks and then off to Darlington to finish this one up. So we'll take another look here as they come off of turn number 4 through the tri-oval. 3 wide, no contact whatsoever. Dave Lorfano crosses that line to pick up the victory in this one. See if we can get a better shot at the start-finish line here. They come again. And just like that, Dave Lorfano picks up win number 3 on the season. Again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight on the SimWorld Racing Network. My name is Nathan Christensen. Glad you could join us for the broadcast. We will be back in a couple weeks for the Daytona race, and then we will head to Darlington 3 weeks after that. 3 weeks from tonight, head to Darlington. So again, thanks for joining us. Glad you could be here, and we will say good night from Michigan.